Yardage.
From the 31, Smith. Throwing the out route. The Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Smith. Then his passes are trying to Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. Ready to rock for the third quarter. This way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think how they're approaching it.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase able to connect in that attempt.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. They're able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake. Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A give for Walker running right to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Geno. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Myers for the extra point. They make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Geno now to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Lance going to keep it on the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Big play. Yeah, it's all about teamwork. Come on now.
Robbie Gold, the kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And now the rookie's free. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before it was brought down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch, can't put your up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a